Hello everybody and welcome back to Banished Megamod edition. Last episode we finished the tailor, another big building, and as we can see the clothes are hanging out there ready to be worn. I guess they're drying up or something like that. It's rather frosty. We are in the middle of winter still, winter number 3 or in the year 3, and we have -4 degrees. As we can see, it's still rather looking stable so far, very good. And yeah, we have a lot of goals ahead of us. First of all, once winter is over, I would like to expand with a few more houses and of course also a school. We need to educate those children. We can't have uneducated workers there. You know, being a blacksmith is a very complicated thing, and education boosts the productivity of my people. We build also a herbalist. Actually, it's not that much needed since the herbs that we get in, the medicine from the gather, are still pretty fine, but it's of course good to have it for the future because of course we're growing and I would like to grow a bit faster than yet. So that's another aspect of Banished. You start very slowly, but the more you advance, the faster you advance as well. So the more people you have, the faster you can get stuff done. What we have done now is as well here the street up there with the 2 builders that I have. So this makes it possible now for us to continue building. We have 182 logs, late winter, temperatures increasing, so it's time for some construction again. So first for the houses, we do have these cute little country houses that I can use as well. They don't consume any stone, but a lot of logs. And yeah, I think we might just be placing a few of them. There we have a bit of space as well. Let's just see that we have enough space there as well to the street, because you never know what you need. We will, of course... Oh, that's some late snow that we see there right now. Of course, you never know, how much space you need later, so I always like to keep a bit of space in the surrounding, especially once we want to upgrade those buildings, and we will need to upgrade them at some point. Let's have the first country houses here. Let's actually have 2 of them, and I just love the color that is changing. There's a red one. I love the red one. I would love to build it now, but yep, that's not enough, or not enough resources that I would have then. Those 2 are being built here now. Another thing is the school. Let's just have the main road go all the way over here. There we're going to have then a bridge, right? There's the bridge here, more something like that. There we have another road. And yeah, we might be squeezing in a cute school somewhere here. So there we can have another road going up there. Right, and there we can have then the school. Very good, and the school is being placed as well. Now some of you might say, Nivarias, you're crazy. Why do you build this school so far away? Because basically this is all going to be a town center, right? So we're going to have lots of buildings here, and the children can go this way and the adults can go this way. That is my logic behind it. And of course after a bit of time, this whole area here is going to have houses and service buildings, and those gatherers here are eventually moving away. So this school here will stay for quite some time, and of course we're going to have another school and somewhere over there as well, in this area once we grow up to the north there, which I'm definitely going to do soon. So those construction sites are up. 2 builders we have, still going to take quite some time, also consuming quite a lot of logs that we have there. Medicine is fine, clothing is looking fine, as we can see. Tools we have enough as well at this point. Stone and iron is something, yeah, well, stone, it's always going to be a problem. We might be actually assigning those stones here to be cut, so whenever some of these producers here is having a full storage, like the blacksmith for example, they can cut down some stone there for us. What's going on here? Not having enough resources? Leather? We have 79 leather available, and we should be having... Where's the leather? In fact, I don't see it. Hide code we have 25, that's fine. 30. No idea where the leather has gone. Right, because according to my system we still have 79 leather. Stored textile. Oh, that's a different thing. Alright, no idea. I guess we have still enough. And oh yeah, those cute buildings are coming up now, as we can see, the country houses. And yep, the first couple is moving in. 22 and 12. In this age, perfectly fine ages. The next one right next to them still needs 1 more log, and then the school as well, which needs some stone there as well. Ah, very good. Foundation is there. And also the next country house, 2. We have the people are moving in. The blacksmith is moving in. What? She still doesn't have a husband? She's pretty old by now, 24. And look at that, I love that. A little cute stone path going from the house to the road then. Fantastic. And now we can work on the school just beside the river. That is a nice location here. Children can also take a bath there during the warm summer days that are approaching now. And there we have the school in early summer. Our first school is finished. Of course, what the school still needs is a teacher. Now let's just see what kind of worker we can use as a teacher. Oh boy. Let's have one of the builders, even though I still have another country house now here as construction. I do need a teacher for getting that education up. And there it is. We got the first teacher working now too, so I'm expecting some students now. We do have children after all in this game already. Some children, lots of them, 4 and 7 and 6, and they should be attending school. Ah, very good. There are the children going to school now, so we got already the first 2 students here now in the school attending and hopefully getting their skill levels raised. As we can see, this is one of them, Albert for example. He's got no education yet, but hopefully that's going to change soon then. There's also lots of resources piling up in front of these houses. Once again, the honey is just lying around. And as we can see, they just moved in and there's already the first child then out of this family as well. Perfect. And she is probably going to stay single forever. I don't know. She's occupying a full house. That's not very cool of her. And yeah, we still don't have more workers coming in. So unfortunately, it's going to be a slow year, I guess. At least we have finished the school there. And another house is coming up as we are approaching early autumn or autumn in general. 11 degrees now. It's getting colder. We have enough housing then for all of them. We have, yep, enough firewood, which I'm really surprised at. Unfortunately not the red house, but this is still looking fine. It's colorful as it can be. And yeah, once again, they're single. I mean, come on. They're both of the same gender. God damn it. We are lacking, I think we're lacking men. No idea. Hopefully it's coming. And once again, it's the middle of winter, -5 degrees, snowing, but we should be golden with all the resources we have. And it's really just watching and enjoying a stable village for now at least. And I hope they have it also warm in their houses. One project that I can see already is coming along is that we need to replace these houses then at some point. They're a bit in the way there right now. These houses are the goal for the future and they're much bigger. But of course that is far away still. I would also like to keep my houses in this area for now and then growing up there to the water and then to the lake, and my industrial zone going more into this area here so that we have all the industrial buildings and also the harbor area then. I just hope that the trader is using the lake then as well as converting, because I know that he's going along the lake, the river, and hopefully he's using also the lake here then as a docking station for my harbor, but we'll see about that. That's still far away there. And of course the goal is to not produce so many resources, or not all of the resources, but trade as well. So I'm going to specialize into some resources later, and then we can trade them for other more advanced resources. And very good, Melanie has found herself a husband, and it's Albert. Actually, he's 10, and that means he's ready to scootly poop around. It's going to be a bit difficult, especially because of the age difference, but it's about the survival of the village. So those two will hopefully produce us some babies then soon. Now, there's not a lot of children coming along, so we have another one. Oh yeah, there are 2 that are young, and there's a newborn as well. Very good, Brian. 0 and a child still. At 0, she can already walk around. Must be a genius. And no education. Come on, you are almost 1 year old. You might attend the school now. Now it's spring again, and with the school a new structure has formed itself, and that is the students. As we can see now, we have 16 adults, 5 students and 7 children. And we can also kind of like now estimate how many people are becoming adults soon, because the students are going to be students I think for a year or 2, or well, game years, which is about I think 5 years in their here, right? So they are growing up, of course, much more quickly. And then we have 5 students, so that I know that we get 5 adults soon, and we have still 7 children now that still need to go to school at some point. So we can kind of like then, you know, calculate and plan around that whole thing, that I know 5 more adults are coming out. Each one of them, of course, requires then also their house to start a family and also to get more children out. And what I can see also here, Camira has gotten herself a husband, which is Orlando, and he's a student still, but he is ready to schooly poop around and produce some children. So that means we are full for the houses, and I should, well, continue building a few more houses if I want to. Or, well, actually I need to. We don't have any builders at the moment, so that's still something I need to wait on, because we need all the hands that we have right now at production. And we have 2,000 food. Don't get fooled by that. It's dropping rather quickly as soon as you get a lot of people in, or as soon as, you know, a lot of people at once need the food. So I would not rather go up below 4,000, to be honest. We need to grow there even more. My last playthrough, some of you remember, well, I died due to starvation. So never underestimate the consumption of your food. Alright, it might be time for some expansion. Let's build the next road. So there we have a smaller river. Let's have a road right next to the river, right? Like this. And along the road we can then have some additional houses. Especially when planning a big city like I plan ahead with this one here. This center here is going to be used then for town hall, for big church, for courthouse and stuff like that, and a market. So I would rather not continue building too many houses there, right? But I still would also like to have a bit more realism in it. So I think this makes sense, right? We have in the center a few buildings now, and around it we're going to have then other buildings scattered around, because people usually don't like to live so close together in small villages, right? They scatter around a bit. And then it's growing more closely together once a city is forming. And that means we're basically going to have now a few additional houses than here. Not this one though, but I would rather go with the tiny house again. And yep, there we can have a few of them, right? So perhaps here, one building, and right next to it then another building here, right? So those 2 houses there are coming up. We don't have any new laborers coming in, but I'm pretty sure that soon we're going to see a few more. Plus, those guys here, as we can see, they're all at their limit, so they can do a few things there as well, working for us. Now food was actually dropping to 1.4, is going up to 2,000 again. So once again, never underestimate food. It dropped really quickly there. And of course with new buildings also, they are going to consume a lot of resources right from scratch because of their inventory that needs to be filled up. So those inventories are full right now, which is good, but whenever we build a new house, of course it's consuming a lot of it. And look at that, a lot of people are helping out here now building that. Why? Because, well, they are at their limit anyway and don't have anything else to do. So the tiny house already got the resources, the next one here then as well. We might also, let's see, build a country house right next to this one there, right? Like this, or perhaps like this, having a bit of space between them perhaps. Otherwise it's looking rather dark there, right? If we build it like that, they don't have any windows anymore on the other side. So let's have another country house then here as well. So 3 houses are coming up, and there we can have another road then going to the other side there as well. Very good. I don't have any builders for now, so they're just transporting the resources. We might be getting some builders though. Since the fuel refinery, we have enough fuel and we have enough iron, and actually it's clogging up my stockpiles at the moment anyway. Let's just get rid of them. So the fuel refiner and there it is, and a blacksmith. We have 35 tools, so that's pretty much anyway, and both of them going to build for us now. And as we can see, there's the first tiny house coming up already, and they have a nice view on the river that is running around, running by here, just like that. And we have still a bit of space there for our first bridge then to the other side. But of course, you know, we have plenty of space here. I would first like to grow down here on this, well, peninsula, I guess. And let's have a road then, since we do have some builders at the moment. Continue here with our dirt road that we have. Right, the 3 layers there, and they can work on that. And later we might then just make a brick road out of that, or even a city street or something like that. Perfect. They can work on that through winter, since tools, well, basically have enough of that for quite some time anyway. So no problem here. And there's actually no one moving in right now. So we have enough houses then for more people if we want to grow. And there's still one more country house coming up. And I think, yep, what we might also then focus a bit is a fisherman or something like that. We have a nice little river here that can be used for fishers, for some fish production. And of course, the lake then over there, so we have plenty of water. And the next county house. Perfect. And yes, since we do have a bit of time ahead there as well, it just might be a good idea to beautify our town there, so we get some nice covers that we can also use for the paths, like this one here. For example, this is a nice cover there, you know, kind of like showing the beginning of our gathering area. We might also be having something here on the way to the school then, a nice little cover here, since we do have the space for that. And why not just also add some bushes to the game there as well. We could also just plant some trees if we want to. Of course, it's winter right now, so those trees are not looking so good, most of them. But some bushes might be a good idea here in the center. Some flower, purple flower here. Do they adjust to the... they don't adjust, unfortunately, to the season. So there is a problem, though, that might look a bit unnatural if we place a few, too many of them, right? And there's another one, so we got 3 bushes here. I don't know, because in winter it looks still the same, so it doesn't look that good to it. Why is no one growing up? We have 6 students now, alright, and 9 children, but no one is growing up. But there, the first people are moved in, right? So I guess this is a, this is a couple. One of them is 29, the other is 5. So the guy here, Gradin, the teacher, knows that this child is going to be 10 soon, and then he's going to scoodle poop around with him or with her. And the same goes with this one here. Albert already knows that Brandel is going to be of age soon. Then they're going to produce some children there as well. We also got a nice little county house, so there's lots of families now. 3 more families we just created, and they're going to produce more children. But this is really slow at the moment. 6 students. Problem is, the children that are being students, they are not growing up so quickly, right? They are going to attend school for quite some time before they're going to be productive. Alright, coming spring we do have now a few more laborers available, so 3 more grew up actually, and yes, we have 5 more students and 11 children, so there's a huge wave of new laborers coming in, but it's still taking a bit of time. We have 4 available at the moment. Medicine is still fine. I would like to go with a fisherman now, so we have the road down here as we can see. Let's actually assign a builder so that we can finish this road here, and yep, then we could also get the first fisherman. Probably, probably somewhere over there. We have a bit of space. Let's just see. Fisherman. There it is in all its glory. A nice building. And as we can see, yeah, very, very tight space-wise here. We don't have a lot of space. We need to be careful where we place it. And I guess, yeah, over here should be fine. Close to the church there as well. So we already can use the street going from the church then to this area. Oh, actually here we have this road there, right? And this third road here that we can use, or also this road here, right? So that we have another road going all the way down here now to the fisherman, and probably connecting then here as well. That should do the trick. So we can still have some other buildings here then as well later. Now I'm going to assign 2 builders to that to speed it up, and 2 laborers who are going to help with the construction. And very good. Few minutes later we do have the fishing dock ready, and we also got another adult coming in. Perfect. So this is growing a bit more rapidly now. The fishing dock we can use then for more production. This is not where we're going to stop though. Now I want to have a look at my tools. We're still losing tools at a pretty high rate. That's because we have iron tools, and another upgrade from that would be the steel tools, where we basically do need still one more thing, and that's coal. And coal is something we don't have yet. So it might also be time to get our coal production started. First of all, I would like to continue here once again with my road layout. So this is where the road is going to connect them with those productions there. Might also be having a double road then here. Yes, let's actually have 4 builders so we can speed up the process there. Right, so it's going to be worked here and going all the way then beside the hunting lodge here then, right? So this is where we have the road, and here we will now start with our coal production then. And what we essentially need for that is a jar burner, so that produces charcoal from firewood. Once again, firewood, so we are consuming that at a high rate. And I can have these jar burners then probably, yep, let's have them close here to the woodcutter, even though they're polluting the air, right? It doesn't matter, right? So to here, right beside the woodcutter, so they can use the firewood then right away on that, and we produce coal. Now the coal can then be used to produce the steel tools that are, you know, working even longer. Oh, we might also go for the hardened tools, so that's even higher. This one is log, iron and coal. Or we consume 2 coal, that we would have the hardened steel tools. Which is probably the best one out of these ones here until I have bronze. So yeah, producing some higher quality tools with that. Builders we have, laborers we have, another one is coming up. We have 19 adults now, so our houses are pretty much full. We might actually continue with the house expansion then, but let's first finish the charcoal burners. There we have the first one. It's consuming now firewood out of the coal. I'm going to have another woodcutter working for us, so we are going to need even more firewood now than ever. And I hope that 2 of these char burners are not too much, right? And it's going to be workers that are required, so that's a new kind of laborer here. So let's use one of them as a worker in a jar burner. So I guess that was not how this guy that just graduated from school thought his life would be, making coal out of firewood. But that's how it goes, right? So he's producing now industrial coal, and that's exactly what we need. I'm going to raise the limit for the fuel to 200. Is that affecting this one too? Oh, alright, I see it's also affecting this one here. We already have the fuel refinery. I think, oh, wait a second. I think I could make coal out of this one here too. Right, the furnace fuel, out of firewood and out of coal. Let's make it from both of them. Ah, she's already working on that. This one here we keep empty for now. Right, I think one will be quite enough on that. Producing some coal for us that I'm going to use here. And let's just choose the... let's make hardened tools. Oh no, let's make hardened steel tools. Yeah, consumes a bit more coal, but should be fine. Iron we have, logs we have. Do we have enough iron? Oh yeah, we have over 100 iron. That's something. And hopefully we are making some better tools now for our people. We could also expand now here a bit with the town. So let's just continue with, I guess, another tiny house, right? And then it's enough for this row for now. And I might also make another country house here, just beside this one. There's no red one yet. I want to have a red house, please. We have a few red houses here, but that's not the red color I want out of these ones. Much better. Alright, new tools are coming in. The fisherman. Oh yeah, fisherman also needs some workforce. Let's just see. We got 2 more laborers. Oh, it's happening quickly now, as more and more people are growing up. And the fishermen, 2 of them. Very good. As we can see, food is rather dropping at the moment. So the fishing dock will do its job there. Of course, more tools are being needed with that again, but also more food is coming in. And good right now. We are growing. We are prospering. No one has died yet, which is a wonder, to be honest. Not a single person has died, so there's also no need for a graveyard at this point. Though I would also already think about some locations for it. Now, what I'm thinking about right now is expansion. We want to grow. We have now a lot of houses here, and yeah, some of them are just full. So we have enough. We don't have enough living space anymore. I only have 2 people available right now, workers and laborers, or laborers and builders. So the first thing that I would like to do is, once again, get our road system out here. So we do have still the main road, right? This one here should all be living space at some point. We have the tail here in the middle. Let's keep a bit of a distance from this tail then, surrounding it. So there might be, you know, a bigger building here than like a church or something like that. And around that, here we do have some more houses now. I would like to go with some new house that I haven't used yet, and that is the Boston house that I really like, or at least from the look of it. And it's this cutie here. Look at that, fantastic. It has more levels already, so higher, taller building in itself. And we can build, yeah, let's build 2 of them for now in this area, costing me a whopping 100 logs already on the balance there. So 2 builders we have, both of them will now hopefully build this, and the more sophisticated buildings they are, right? So educated architects and builders, they can now build those houses there that we're going to see in this area. One problem I have right now is my blacksmith. So we do have the hardened iron tool. I'm going to reduce this now to iron tools again. Reason for that is they, for some reasons, don't want to use my coal. So we do have around 90 coal, industrial coal now in the stockpile, and they're not being used by my blackie. I have no idea why. So they're only using the furnace fuel that we produce, right? I'm also producing now furnace fuel with coal, or out of coal. So hopefully this might change something. I have no idea. I do need another worker for this one here to work though, so that's also something that doesn't work right now. As we can see, the blacksmith is working again with 1 log and 1 iron, but with the coal he doesn't. Right, if I change it again, let's change it, and perhaps he's doing it now, who knows about that. Meanwhile, we also continue the construction here now. Lots of people are helping to get the foundations up here for the next buildings. We have 1,700 food, which is not that much, so I was hoping we would have more food by now. Fish is plenty, as we can see, so the river has lots of fish. That's helping out a bit, of course. Firewood is fine, stone and iron is also looking fine, so yeah, lots of room for expansion. The Boston house coming along now, the first one. And there it is. Isn't that looking cute? I love the color especially. Looks very friendly overall. And the next one is coming out here as well. So people will hopefully moving in there. At the moment, no one. So we can, yeah, have some space now for additional people. This, of course, will consume quite a lot again right away. And how is it looking with the storage barn? 22% full only, despite having 2,000 food stored right now. So there's a lot of space that we still have there as well. Those houses absolutely don't fit with the tailor, for example, that we have there. Right, it's an old stone building. There's the next one. Oh, I don't like the color so much, but it's still fine. 2 of them. And as we can see, people are moving into those houses already. I'm still keeping a bit of a distance here because the road might be getting bigger at some point. Oh no, and there we actually got the first death. Larray, the forester, died during childbirth. Oh my goodness. Alright, the first dead people are coming in. So the first death we have in general. And yeah, this opens up now 2 things that we need to have. First of all, a church or chapel, and the second a graveyard. And usually I like to combine those 2 things because it just fits, right? So let's just have a look what we can do about that. Alright, so the first thing, we are building a small chapel, so something small, something that we can enlarge and then later perhaps. And yep, I would like to have it here at the end of this main road, going then into this end, right? So we are not going to build anything else here other than perhaps a big church then later with a cemetery. For now, it's going to be a small chapel here. Very good that we have it. And what we still need around it is a cemetery. So small village cemetery that we have it, and let's just see. I think we need to paint it ourselves, right? I would like to use it with fences though. And so we're going to build then this cemetery here. As we can see, we can place one. There we also have some nice stone gates then right next to it. And yeah, it's close to the church, all right. And there we have it. Still needs some time now to being built. Actually requires 30 stone for this one here, and the church itself or the chapel itself needs 60 stone. So this is yeah, using all the stone that we have almost, and lots of logs, 90 logs. So it's a pretty massive building that we have there, and it's definitely going to take a while. Let's assign 3 builders to the job. It's very important that we do this. Of course, my people will be very happy about this. This provides, a church and a cemetery provide, by the way, happiness. And the happier my people are, well, the more productive they are. So I would like to build this. And building a big chapel right now, the same with the storage barn, makes it possible for us to not build something like that for quite some time again, because the capacity is just there. We have, by the way, massive church buildings if we want them then to have there in the center. I especially love my city church, my central church. Look at this one, fantastic. 170 planks it needs though, so that's still some time away from us from now. But yeah, it's all about this construction here. That's definitely going to take a while anyway, in the middle of winter. How's it looking with the houses that we built, by the way? Oh, yep, there's still room for 1 family, so we're not capped there yet. And we got 23 adults now, 8 students, so 8 coming of age. Oh, 1 just got of age, actually, and 9 children waiting still to grow up. There we have a row of houses. We might just add a few more houses to this whole area here, so that we have, as we can see, these rather simple, tiny buildings, tiny houses. On the other side, we might have then a county house, for example, a gable house. Oh, very good. Beautiful houses we have ahead of us. So we're just placing 3 here, and yes, there is a red one. Oh my goodness, very good. We do get a red house, finally a really bright red one. I'm keeping a bit of a distance here because once we upgrade those houses, they will require more space, and that's why I'm keeping it here, right, so that we have the same layout like here. that we can also then use here along the river. I'm going to use the same thing then with the street and houses then along the river there, and especially here a beautiful harbor area. Oh yes, looking forward to that. But for now, of course, we have to start small. We built this one too. We have 2 additional adults now. Perfect. Practically building the houses for them now, for the 2 new adults to become a family. And yeah, let's make 4 builders so we really speed it up. Builders are transporting goods anyway. Very good. The chapel has all the resources and is being built at the moment. I wonder where the dead person is lying around, because we still don't have a cemetery really. And very good, the chapel is finished and the cemetery is about to being finished. There we have it, perfect, both of them now here together. Place for 12 graves. They have to be in there, by the way, for 4 to 5 years before they vanish again. So if this fills up too quickly, we will need to build another cemetery, but I think it's going to be a while here for now. And of course the chapel does need a priest, so we still have 1 available laborer, and we might just add this one here then as a priest. Or cleric as it's called. There it is, perfect. And 40 members we have, so basically the whole town is a member of this chapel now, and they go there regularly and of course attend the mass. Very good. Here the next houses are coming up for further expansion. And another thing that I might think about is my construction materials. We have lots of logs, but logs is rather well, basic, right? And we do want something advanced for the buildings, because we do need planks, and for that we do need a sawmill. That is the next production chain. Let's go to my industrial zone. There we have it. So there we have our smithies. We have a bit of space here. Let's go for it. There we have the construction materials, and there we have the sawmill. Actually takes 110 logs to be constructed. Produces lumber or firewood that we can then have out of this one here. And the space wise, yeah, we can have it like that, I think. Just beside the fuel refinery in all its glory. And those houses are also being finished and families are already moving in. We have almost 3,000 food, so we can afford the growth right now. There is it, a beautiful red building. Not looking so red anymore when it's raining, but it still is looking fine when it's sunny. Taking a bit of time there, I think. This one at least. And also the streets. And there it is, finished as well, the next building, and some families are already moving in, so I think we have some nice expansion with that. 3 new families are thus in the town. And let's just have a look on the other side. There we have the sawmill, already has all the logs and is being constructed, as we can see. Very good. The stockpile is at 46%. It's not the biggest stockpile, we'll probably need another one soon. And it's really hard to see sometimes, right? We have so many trees here, they're growing up so quickly as well. With my forester lodge that we have over there, I think we're going to need a second one now anyway, because we're going to consume a lot of these logs. It's a rather big building, takes a lot of time. But after a bit of time, we have it finished. It's looking really fantastic. Beautiful building that we have there. And let's just have a look inside. We do need a woodcutter for this one. And as we can see here, we can create now lumber out of the log. So not planks, actually. It looks like planks to me, but it's lumber. And yeah, out of the logs, we can have that. So this is consuming quite a lot. I think we can also make, yes, firewood out of the logs if we want to rather quickly. But of course, logs it is. And let's also limit it to, I think, 200 for now so that we don't consume too much of it. And another woodcutter is working now in this. Only one though. We can of course raise it up to 3 that can work in that. Nope, that should be fine for now. Yeah. And since we do have the workforce, let's assign another one to this one here right away. So we have now 1 woodcutter that is working here for the firewood. Actually 2 of them. Firewood. One of them is making then fuel out of it. And the other one, or 2 of them are making lumber out of the logs. And with this we can get some better buildings on the way now with a new construction material. And since the charcoal burners here, or the char burners, are not doing much for us, I would like to get rid of those structures again. And instead of that, we're going to have another stockpile here, right? So one is here, that is already, yeah, halfway through. Lumber is also piling up now. And that's the reason why I would like to have another one. Now, something else that comes up quite often is my stone and my iron ore that is going down. And I don't want to, you know, I want to automate the income of stone, and for that we also have a building for that. And that's the stone and the iron gatherer. Both of them have a huge radius, as we can see, and they basically collect everything in its vicinity. And we do have the mountain area over there, and up to this point I want to get my street system now, so that we have our main street more or less that we have here. We should be careful though. I would like to keep this one 3 levels or layers, right? The woodcutter here we're going to get rid of at some point now, because the sawmill is way more efficient. We might just build a second one, and they produce way faster, and then we have a bit more space here again. So let's not forget that we want to have 3 layers of road there, and those 3 layers of road are going then all the way up there to this mountainous region. We have lots of people available at the moment anyway. They can do that for us. And I think, yep, 4 laborers, so let's just assign 3 of them to builders now. And sometime after winter, during the next year, we actually finish this road network there. That's actually a pretty big project, right? Despite having 4 builders doing the job for it, it's taking quite some time. We have another road then going up there as well, and I would still like to, yep, use this one down here, so that we have another bigger junction. And from here we do have then the roads going into that mountainous area, where we can use these gatherers then for us. Here with the junction, it's very hard sometimes to see with all the wood here. Very dense forests. I would also like to use this area for something else, and that is some additional forester lodges and stuff like that. So I think we can now start with it. Let's go for the stone gatherer, and let's have a look at the radius. Yes, that's a beautiful one. So we are taking into account a lot of that stone, and over there we have even more, right? So we can expand then later into those regions. Let's build the first one. Where's the road? I think there we have it. Yep, very good. And there I can have my first stone gatherer here. And then we also have an iron gatherer. Has also a pretty good radius there overall. Visibility is not good at the moment. To build it here. Perfect. So there we have the 2. I just trust that we have those construction sites up now. Righto. The hunting cabin. Yep, I would like to have more of them. Food is at 2000. It's not that high anymore, and we need to be really careful about the food. So let's get us another hunting cabin out here in the forest. Far away from the town, but it's fine. And another... Yep, we should also focus a bit more on the wood production as well, so let's also have a forester lodge then. In fact, I might have 2 forester lodges here and remove this one down here, right? And we can use both of them then here to specialize into cutting and planting trees, and we're no longer doing it here then. Right, that's a lot of stuff coming here. Let's have 6 builders doing the job for it. Going to take a while there. Somewhere in the forest they're doing the job, I trust. And this should bring in a lot of new resources then as well that we need. And as we can see, we are full on lumber already, and this opens up some more sophisticated buildings. And that is the Saltbox house. So this requires, besides stone, requires lumber for it. Very beautiful color as well. It actually houses 5 people or 5 families in it, or 5 people, sorry, in it. So more than a normal townhouse. And yeah, we can have a few of them if we want to. So over here, for example, we do have a bit of space for them. They are also looking nice when they are, you know, they can be put together, because they don't have a window in the back, right? So we can squeeze them together, a few of them. Let's actually have one here and one on the other side of it then as well. So here. There we have 2 of them. And this block here we can then also finish, of course, once we have that. Once we get rid of these tiny houses there. But for that we do need a bit more space coming up. And another thing that we don't have yet is another food production, or another source of food that we can also have, and that is an apiary. So honey, that we can produce more honey. We are only gathering it at the moment from the gatherer's hut, but that is not enough, right? We do need honey for, not only for food, for the honey, but also for the beeswax that we can use then for candles. So let's have one, yeah, a bit further out here, where it's green, where it's quiet, just beside the gatherer hut perhaps. And there we have it, another building coming up, and another workplace, of course, for my people. And very good. There's also the first Saltbox houses coming up. 2 of them now together. I think it looks fantastic when they're being boxed next to each other. They still require a street though, so we could have the street. Can we? Yeah, we could also have a straight through here, but I'm not doing that now. First of all, I want to finish this block there too. So since we do have the space, right, yes, it might be a good idea now to get rid of the first tiny house there. And we can get rid of that. The people are moving then to another available home, and we can then continue building it here. This whole area is just going to be houses, I think, just people living there. And the town service buildings, we're going to have them more in the center, as we are also moving then, like the stockpile for example, to the next area up there. And deep in the forest up there we also have the hunting cabin and the forest lodges coming along. The hunting cabin I will keep, I think, but the forest lodges, as I said, this one here I will turn off. And then we have two of them specializing into the one into planting. So that's going to be this one here most likely. Despite having 6 builders, it still takes a long time for those constructions here. We have 3 more laborers coming up. Oh, we are growing really quickly now. 3 more adults, so that means of course more space that is required, more living space that we need. The apiary also has the resources now, and up here we see now the stone gatherer and the iron gatherer. Both of them can be used now for gathering some stone, and boy, we do need it. So let's just do this right away. The gatherer. There we have it. Let's actually assign 3 to that. So 2 of them are working, yeah, on the stone, and 1 is working on minerals, that is iron ore. On the other hand, there we have the 2 forest lodges. So I can now, I'm not going to get rid of it for now. I'm just going to turn it off, right? So this is no longer working. And those are working now in this area. One of them is cutting and the other one is planting. And then we can assign, let's say, 2 more to the wood, or well, to the woodworkers. To the foresters. There we have that now. 6 of them are working. Let's say... Oh, sorry. Let's say 2 of them are working for planting. Right? And 4 of them are working for cutting. Because planting doesn't take that much time. They just need to plant the saplings and that's it. And since we do have now 1 forester lodge focusing full on cutting down trees with 4 woodworkers in it, we should get in a lot more logs than previously. That is important. Now for the iron gatherer, what I can see is we are already full on the iron ore. Let's raise the limit there to 300. And for the stone, let's also make 300 on that limit here. Oh, and we're actually getting to autumn already. And the apiary is working now. Oh, well, it's not working yet, but it's being built. And we do need now 1 of them. Do we have them? Let's assign 1 of them to this job. To the beekeeper. There it is. And the bee wax is coming in. And the honey, of course, as our first building is also coming up there. Fantastic. And hopefully the food. Oh, yeah, food is going down pretty quickly right now. We need to be careful there. We have the fishing dock. We can reduce the amount of builders now. I would like to have 1 of them. Oh, yeah, hunter. 2 more hunters, because the hunting lodge is also, or the hunting cabin is also working now, and 1 of them as a fisher or fisherman. Right, so there we have that. Lots of additional people now working in the food industry to stabilize that production, because it's not looking so good at the moment. We should be really careful about not expanding too quickly. And then, well, we can have more houses here, and especially get rid of a few of these trees. It's just way too much at this point. Stay tuned.